Hello and welcome back to Manufactio. Since last time I have spent a lot of time babysitting my yellow cake, and this is what I've been doing. Yeah, I finally got 44 of these. That took quite some time. I also looked at my little mixer up here. It kept doing funny stuff, and now I put a fluid router on it. Before I had a pump with a fluid router. Started out with the fluid router. Yeah, right now it's working with the fluid router and it's set to just output to the bottom, and it is also set to output all fluids. That seems to work. It had a backlog filling up a lot of things, and now it's working more or less. Soon we're going to fill this one up again. Over here we're getting all the coke dust. We are going to need that at some point. This one is working, I believe. Yeah, it is. And it's sending the sulfur across. I filled up this one. I had one slight issue that I needed more power and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. Then I had a look in here because this had all stopped, which was the reason why I suddenly lacked power everywhere. Yeah, it had run out of fertilizer. It's not quite self-sufficient. And then I found out I forgot to hook up these two generators. I never gave them water. So the boilers were there, everything was set up, I just never hooked up the final piece of pipe. So that's an additional 4000 RF that's being pumped out, and with that we are just about working everything out. I also did a small experiment. As you can see here, I got concrete in various thicknesses. How you do that is very simple, and that is you take a bucket, and I lift my bucket down here because I'm always brilliant at this stuff. Yep. So with the bucket, this one is now full of liquid concrete. So I grab my bucket here and let's go somewhere where I can pour it out. It is actually I just tried it over here, that's why I have so much of this stuff. But it might not be the best time of day to do it, but never mind. I think we'll take this hill here. So if I do that, just go over here and see what happens. As you can see, it's now flowing out and down. But what will actually happen is that it will solidify. As you can see now, it's starting to solidify up there. Everywhere it spreads, it leaves behind these concrete blocks. Now, as far as I can see, most of them are not spawnable. As you can see, it's actually quite a lot. Hello, creeper. Even into the water. Are they also? Yeah, it's also spreading underwater. That might be an issue, but we'll take that if and when it becomes an issue. And I don't know how many of these are full blocks. I don't think any of these are full blocks this time. But sometimes you end up with actually full blocks of this stuff. So that's actually pretty nice. I'm wondering if I can use it, if I pour it down mob cave, because I do have a mob cave over here. So that's one thing I do want to try out. And I got lights out. Why are light? Okay. I can see that I got light issues all over the place now. Or maybe it's just because everything is turning off. That could also be the reason. Yeah, it's sunrise, so that's why. So let's just try over here. Switch this one off again. As you can see, mobs are all over the place here. And this is the place they're coming out. So if I just do like that, what happens? Apart from the obvious that they're trying to swim up. See, now it'll turn to concrete. And I don't know what will happen down there. But this might be an easy way to control mobs at least a little bit better. Wow, that was close. So I've just been playing around. What was that? Was you? So yeah. And somehow I got sulfur up there. I have no idea where that came from. That was quite a surprise. I mean, I could get sulfur from down here somehow. I'm not sure how exactly that would happen. But that's the reason I got these, and they both say 0% sulfur. So the sulfur has to come from up here somewhere. And I don't think these are emitting any sulfur. They haven't done it before anyway. Could be that it's the farms themselves, or it could be the advanced generator there. See? There's something here that's emitting sulfur. That is scary. But everything here is working fine. So for now we'll just pop down over here. If I can get down. And let's get on with the next thing we want to do. Because the next part I want to do is fairly simple. Yeah. If we go in here and look under power, we have the nuclear reprocessing. That is why I wanted the 40 stuff from over here, these 235, instead of the 238. Because I need 40 of those to gain an additional one. So this is what we're looking for. I needed 250 of each. And I believe I do have 250 of each right now. So let's just get going and see. Yeah. Oh, mob farm is running. Just wrong button. Okay, there was the red and the green. Let's go blue. Yes, blue is done. Yeah, also my power stuff over here was getting low, so I hooked up the nuclear reactor to help power this side. And that was before I discovered that little issue. But that's been solved now. And I believe I have enough yellow stuff. Yeah, I did. Still 1.5 stacks left. And over here for purple. Oopsie. Well, actually, I'm gonna need 2 stacks additional there, I think. There we go. So that gives us the nuclear reprocessing stage. Let's get down here so we can see what that actually means. Processor. Thunderstorm. At least in Minecraft it is. So what do we need? We need a machine controller, we need more casings and reactor glass, we need a bit of glowstone, item input, output, steel slabs, blocks of steel, and energy input. There's nothing here that's outside what we can do. Let's see. Did I have it on this then? Yeah, I got the casings here. So those I need to make. Yeah, that's lead, steel plates, copper plates, lead plates. And I needed how many? That is 11. Yeah, easy peasy. Let's get over here, grab the stuff. And okay, did we lose some automation somewhere? Or is it just working a little bit odder than I thought? We need a bit of this. Okay, where did all of you come from? I don't like that. So I had 5, I need 6, so I need 12 of these dudes. And that is just about it. I need a bit of concrete and whatnot. And let's see, we got concrete in here. Grab a stack of that. We have any lead? Yep. We need 6 of those. Actually, I think we need just make a bunch. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not like we are actually lacking anything. So let me just craft up what we need here. Okay, now we are ready to proceed with the next bit. We needed how much? 11 reactor casings. Okay, now we at least got 11 of them. We got 16, but that's okay. I don't mind. We need reactor glass. We got one here. What's this glass? So that's good. Next bit, we need. Let's see. Steel slabs and blocks of steel. So if I do that, how do I make steel slabs? That's a bad word. Steel slab. Oh, I did do it right. I just. What? How do I. Oh, do I have to chisel it? Let's see. If I take my chisel and do 1, 2, 3. I want 3 of them. Convert it to this one. Can I then do it? That's not it, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so work around. What happens if I chisel this? Can I split it into steel again? Yes, I can. Do I get the same steel? Yes, I do. So, that was easy enough. Why do I have bones? This, that. Yeah, I got all sorts of things. And I also had to replace a filter. So, let's just see if I got space for my filters up here. I did. Okay, that was all of that. Now we need one machines thing. We need this one. We need a user thing. We got one of those. No biggie. Next up, now we got the unusual stuff. Well, not that unusual, but I haven't actually used glowstone for much. So that's one glowstone block. Next up, item input and output. If I can try spelling, I think normal energy input edge was one of them. But let's see. I got a conveyor belt here. I need two inputs. And all the stuff will just pop in there. Let's see, what's the next thing? Normal output. Do we have any of those? Output, fluid output, no. How do we do that? That's that. Output, small, there. Normal. So four of those around a tiny, which is this. Okay, can do. So one of those and one of those. We get the tiny, get this one around it, and we have a normal. Oops, wrong button. What's the next? That's it. Now this one I want to put up here. I got two outputs on the reactor. I might actually expand my energy outputs on the reactor if need be, just so we can see how it works. And I'm gonna set that one up over here. I just hope I'm inside the coverage. So that's the output. Okay, so it outputs on the front. Which I think we put there. And that seems a good place. So we need 8 casings on the bottom. Like that. And next layer up. Glowstone in the middle. Yeah. That and glowstone there. Where is my input? That and there. What is the next layer? So, energy input at the back, 2 blocks of steel surrounded by steel, 9 steel slabs around it. That's fair enough. And you go there, there, and poof, we got it. The processor. Yep. Let's get some HV. Oh, HV. Is it time to do something else here? And actually go down this route? I think I got 50 more of these. Yeah, I do. I think we will have a quick look at the flux ducts. Just because I don't really fancy having HV wires at ground level. That just seems a bad idea. Especially given how I tend to run into the wires. Okay, so that should give us the flux ducts. Both the hardened and the regular ones. No, that's the hardened ones. That's plastic, steel, that's easy. How do I get I need an assembly for that. Lubricant, lead, and these. How do I get these? That's sulfuric and those two. Okay, let me put some of those together. Okay, I just finished crafting up 30 of these. That actually took 60 of the regular leadstone flux ducts. They were pretty easy to make, except I once again had some issues with the sulfuric acid. It's going to be a long story. Anyway, yeah, we're going to run this over here, like this. That should power this one pretty fast. Yes, it did. And also, I've set up automation on this one. It's very simple. This one is just switched on and off depending on the amount of energy we have. So if there's less than 75%, it'll switch on to full power. So we're actually bursting this one back and forth. It hadn't used a single fuel cell yet, although I'm not sure why not. We'll see if there's something there. I do have a feeling it should have ejected something, but yeah, I'm not sure. So next thing we need is to grab all our stuff from over here. So that means a few item ducts, a few servos. We should be good to go. Oh, of course, a chest too. So we just grab a bunch of chests. Yeah, let's. I think I got the steel plates in here. Yeah. Let's just make a few steel little chests, and then we will be good to go. Like this. Go. We don't need those either. We do need some ductwork. That should do it. And a few servos there. Filters. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's been an update. Just a small one. Remember how I had problems with my filters? How to get oops to get these cleaned in the chemical plant? Now it's been changed. I don't need the extra filter, so I can just plunk them in and it will clean it up nice and easy. So I like that. That's a good way of doing it. And also we can now craft the tech guns lights. If I do the right thing, so somewhere here, these lamps. So we need vacuum tube, a charged redstone battery, some iron plates, and this. And you can apparently color the lights somehow. You're supposed to. So I can change it from white to yellow. So that should be a fun thing. Okay, let's just bring along all the materials we need. And we just fill up on this and sort. There we go. Now I can change 3 of the dark green stuff into 1 of the light green stuff in this machine. And the light green stuff is what I need to make the fuel cells that we use in this one. So this one will be powering something that actually powers itself. So that's pretty nifty. Now I am going to place 2 chests. And they are going to have 1 filter each. Like this. This filter will be light green. This filter will be dark green. And then we will have an extract on this one, just going full blast. This was the dark green side. You can go like that. This one can we just set to auto extract. And this side as well, auto extract. Once I dump this in, we should see this one become happy. Now this will use 800,000 RF in one go. So it might actually be worth setting up so we have a double connection here. Now it is fully powered. So what I expect to see is a few outputs, and that we'll actually have a breeder in here. I know it says a reprocessor, but to my mind it's breeding the fuel we need. We'll just do this so we can see this. And we can see it's draining quite fast. So that's good. Oh, see, there it is. This one is going straight back over here. Let's just see how it goes. We had 44 before with 4 left over. Now we have 5 left over. And this thing has used a lot. So this one will just keep running back and forth, back and forth. It just gave another burst. You can get an idea, we are probably taking in a few thousand RF. I just wonder when Oh look, I must have ejected fuel cell somewhere. Where did it go? Oh, it's still there. And there we just saw it go poof and stop. So it's doing pretty well. I'm getting good at hitting these guys. So that will be it for today. I need to let this one run for a bit so that we can get a decent reserve up, and I will then go for just converting uranium straight into the dark green stuff, which I can then convert into the light green stuff. So with that, I'll say bye for now. See you next time.